Hello, hello. My name is Rachel Snyder. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can see, I almost have a fully made up face, but I am lacking in brows, and that's because today we are going to discuss how to create natural looking brows. So the first thing that I want to talk about is what I mean by natural looking. I want them to look well groomed, but I don't want it to look like I have a lot of product on my eyebrow. If you like to harshly define and outline your eyebrows, this probably isn't the video for you. But if you feel like you're like me and you have kind of blonde eyebrows, maybe you're getting gray eyebrows, maybe they're on the thin side and you just want to thicken them up a little bit, or you've got some bald spots, things like that, and you want to work on them a little bit, but you don't want it to look like they're worked on, then this is the place for you. So this is actually a very simple 3-step process, and really it's more like 2.5 steps. So this will be very easy, very simple. The first thing that I'm going to tell you is usually I do my eyebrows right after I finish my foundation and I powder. So I do that. That way I kind of know how much makeup to wear on the rest of my face. I kind of set my face based on how dark my eyebrows are, because after I finish this, they will be a bit darker. They will match my hair more. This can be really helpful if you have really light eyebrows. If they're already fairly dark, this may not be something you need to worry about, but I have found that it's helpful for me. Also, sometimes I will highlight with eyeshadow underneath, but I never outline in concealer. You're not going to see me drawing around my eyebrows on concealer. You're also not going to see me changing my eyebrow shape greatly. If you want to change your eyebrow shape, there are lots of great videos out there, but I actually am just growing out my brows to the thickness that I want them at. So I'm going with the natural shape. The first thing that I'm going to do is quickly brush my brows into place, and I kind of go up and then out on both sides. That way I know where the blonde spots are. See, like right here. And then I know where to draw what I need to draw. I'm not drawing them in, but I'm going to fill them in. I use a precision brow liner, and I use it in dark blonde because that most closely matches my hair. And I am just going to take it, and you see that? Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. You can see that that is a pointed tip. I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit so you can see it better. So this is just a pointed tip, and it stays pointed. I never have to sharpen it. It's incredible. And I'm just gonna fill in. Now I start kind of at the arch. If you are unsure of where to draw your eyebrows, use this trick. You're gonna line up the edge of your nostril up. That's where your brow should start. Then line it up from here to your pupil. That's where, sorry about that. That's where the arch kind of goes. And then from your nostril to the edge of your eyes, kind of where you want that brow to end. So as you can see, my eyebrows, I'm going to lengthen them a little bit. I'm going to thicken it up right along here, and then I'm almost going to leave this area alone because it looks really great. And then you do the same thing on the other side. Now, I've been doing my eyebrows for a while, so I know where I want to go. So I'm just going to kind of start going for it. Check frequently if you're new to this. It's always better to check and make sure that you aren't going too heavy. Also, use a regular mirror. Hold it a distance away. Don't use the magnifying side of a mirror, or you're going to overdo it. So let's fill them in. Use small strokes. Don't draw one line all the way. Tiny strokes. That way it blends in with your hairs and looks very natural. There. Okay, so you can already see one eyebrow compared to the other. And this is my thinner brow, so we may thicken it a little bit after we do this eye. But let's jump into this eye. This eye just kind of has one blonde patch that's really shown up. I don't know, I can make hair grow there, but I can't make brown hair grow there for whatever reason. And then let's extend just a little bit. All right, so now you see they match. Now, I'm not spending a lot of time trying to make them look exactly the same forever and ever, and like they're basically the same eyebrow flipped, because we're real people with real eyebrows. And I don't know anyone who hasn't had work done to their eyebrows where their eyebrows look exactly the same. So I want them to look like sisters, more so than cousins, as I've heard some people say. But they're not twins, right? That's not how hair grows. So I'm not even going to try and put that standard of perfection on myself. For one thing, it'll be in front of a mirror for 45 minutes. All right, now that the eyebrows are kind of drawn where I want them, I've filled in any bald spots, I've lengthened where I need to lengthen, things like that. I'm going to go in and turn my blonde eyebrows brown with this brow tint. It's in dark blonde, okay, so it matches my liner. That way everything is nice and in cohesion. And I scrape off most of the brow tint because it can be really easy to accidentally get that heavy overdrawn look if you use too much brow tint. So always scrape off. You can go back and add more if you need to. Now, when you start, instead of starting in the middle, I'm going to start here and go up, and then I'm going to go out, okay? So just go slow, okay? Brushing them up. If you like a bushy look, you can brush them up really high and then just leave them there. Or you can groom them a little bit back down. All right, see, so that's one eyebrow, and that helped thicken it up a little bit. And now I really can't see that I penciled them in. I really only see this, which is the goal. And you can see it looks a little more well-groomed than this side now. And that's because you can really see all of the hairs because none of them are blonde anymore. So then I always dip it back in. That way we get the same amount of brow tint. And then I scrape it again. And now we do the other eyebrow. And this eyebrow has more baby hairs on it right now, so I may have to go back in with a Q-tip and clean up at the end. With this brow tint, it takes just a moment to dry, so you do have time to wipe it off really quickly if you accidentally get it where you don't want it. Because this is the eyebrow where I tend to do that. The mirror is right in your way. Sorry, y'all. There we go. And I'm trying to avoid some hairs on this side that would make my eyebrow a lot thicker than the other side. All right, so that's really all there is to it. Now I have nice, natural looking groomed eyebrows. They really help set your makeup, kind of give your face a nice frame, especially your eye makeup. And I am ready to go about my day. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. I'd love to know if you have a different trick to get your eyebrows ready for the day. Let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to do and what you'd like to see. And y'all have a great day. Bye.